Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris, and I'm the Batman statue collector. And as we enter summer of 2025, I like to reflect on some of my favorite pieces of my collection. And today I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite quarter scale statues. Now, my quarter scale statues definitely range from Prime 1 Studio to Sideshow Collectibles, and I am very excited to count these down because it's always kind of fun to do inventory to kind of like see, where are you right now in your collection? Like, where do you view your favorite pieces? Which pieces are like maybe have lost a little of its luster? So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start with 10, count all the way to number 1. I would like you to make your prediction right now. Which one do you think, if you've followed my channel, you know what pieces I have. Which piece do you think is going to be my number 1? Maybe my number 2? And as I always say, the pieces could be interchanged day by day. But as of the recording of this is my top 10 favorite premium format quarter scale statues from Prime 1 Studio Sideshow. Let's get right to it. All right, starting us off is another new piece that I have here in the collection. This is the Batman 0 Year. It is a very large diorama, of course, featuring this incredible bat bike. And this is, of course, based on the artwork of Greg Capullo. And it is an awesome piece. It's definitely kind of like an Elseworlds piece. And so I think maybe that's why it's a little bit lower on my list. And it's just a very cool looking statue. I really like this one a lot. Obviously, you have some really incredible details on this one. It's just a very, very nice piece. And I think that Prime 1 just absolutely nailed this one for sure. But it is not my favorite in the collection by any means, but it has a lot of presence. And that's why it made number 10, just because it's a really cool piece, really well executed. And I really like this one. I just had to throw this piece in. This is an honorable mention. This is a piece that is so well executed and designed by Sideshow Collectibles. I would say this is maybe number 11 on my list just because it has that iconic look. It's got the light up feature, and the sculpt by Daniel Bell is just outstanding. It is so incredible. And I think this piece doesn't always get the love it probably deserves. I just think it's awesome. And again, it's just an honorable mention. Probably should have made my list, but there's just other ones that I like a little bit better. But just a very cool piece. I don't know if they'll ever do anything quite like this one again. It's got that great Joker base. And again, the light up feature is just awesome. So anyway, this is my honorable mention. Just wanted to throw it in here real quick. All right, coming in at number 9 is Batgirl. I love this piece. It's so well done. But not only is Batgirl well done, I just love the base. It's obviously got this great Clayface base. I love Clayface. I think it's really fun. And it's something quite different, just the way that they designed this and the way that they incorporated a pretty major villain into this base. I think it's really smart. And I think it helps sell the statue, actually, quite frankly. I know there's a lot of Batgirl fans out there, but I think people wanted it even more because of Clayface. And this one, of course, was designed again by Daniel Bell, who was one of my favorite sculptors. Just absolutely incredible. And it's just a beautifully designed piece. And for me to have her on the list, considering that she is, a hero, which I don't usually do, love to have her in the Batcave. Coming in at number 8 is the Joker on Throne. This is done by Tweeterhead. And it's just such a massive undertaking the way they did this. There's so many cool bells and whistles with this one, Easter eggs. It's just a very large, amazing piece. There's so much going on with this. But it's just a very neat piece. And again, I don't know if any company will ever, try to do something like this again. It's got the knife in the shoe. It's got some really great portraits. This is the one that I liked. And it's got the great, stuffing coming out of the chair. It's got the knives and Batman's cowl up top. Again, it's just a very neat piece, and it's very large. If you could see, like my hand. And it is a quarter scale piece. They also did it in 6 scale as well. But definitely glad to have this one in the collection just because it's so impressive. Love this one. Coming in at number 7 is Scarecrow. This one is so well done. I love what Sideshow did with this one. Obviously, it's very skinny and creepy, but then he's also got this really great base with Robin, Jason Todd coming out of the grave, like zombie Robin, which is just fun. It's got the purple smoke. Very underrated piece. Hard to find these days. But I just think it's so cool and so creepy the way he's lunging kind of forward. He's got the sickle. Obviously, he's got that great portrait. My only nitpick is it's a little bit hard to see sometimes if you don't have him up high because he is leaning forward. But again, he's just got so many cool elements to him. Really fun piece from Sideshow. Had to make my list. Love this one. Coming in at number 6 is actually a custom fan art piece. This is the Solomon Grundy. This is absolutely one of my favorite statues in the collection. I love this one. I don't have a ton of connections to Grundy himself, but I just love this statue. I think it's very well done. It's massive. It's got so many great details to him. And it's just a really fun piece. It's got all these skulls on the bottom. And it definitely is kind of like a Superman statue. It's got the Superman grave back here in the back. I don't even know if you guys can see that back there or not. Not sure if the camera's going to show it. But anyway, I just think it's a really fun piece. I don't have a ton of custom pieces in my collection outside of Grundy. And then, of course, I've got this punchline back here, which, again, could be an honorable mention because I really like this one a lot. It's really beautiful. But yeah, Grundy for me, I just think he's awesome. I love the face sculpt on this one. Just a really cool piece. And again, very massive. And coming in at number 5 on my list is the Penguin premium format, sculpted by Maria Panfilova, which is one of my favorite sculptors. Not only does she do beautiful women, but she also does great monsters as well. And I think this is a perfect example of kind of a monstrous character, a grotesque character. I've wanted a penguin for so long, and I feel like they really captured this one. I like this one better even than the Prime 1 third scale, which I also really like. But this one, I just love the art direction. I love the skulls and the goo down here. Definitely taking inspiration from Batman Returns. Having all of the evil penguins on here, just an awesome piece. It does have some cut and sew elements, which might not be everybody's cup of tea with the the real fur and the real jacket. But I love the pose. I love the portrait. Again, very grotesque. Just a really awesome piece from Sideshow. I'm so glad that they finally made this freaking character. I love him. Coming in at number 4, the OG Joker. This is one of those pieces that I still love to this day. It is one of my original pieces. I've never sold him. I have done some custom hands. This was sent into me by a fellow viewer. And I liked the bloody crowbar better than the pulling of the knife that it originally came with. So it is a little bit of a custom job on this one, but other than that, it's still the original incredible portrait. If I remember right, this one was sculpted by Martin Canale, and just a phenomenal Joker. It still holds up to this day. It does have the cut and sew, which again, not everybody likes, but I think that the portrait is what does it for me. It's that Killing Joke look, and I have him front and center here on my desk. So like when I'm working over here, this is what I see. It's got a nice place right next to me. I also have the Poison Ivy over here as well, which probably could have made my list. I did sell her a long time ago, but I got her back. So again, maybe another honorable mention here. Just got my 2 OG original pieces side by side. But yeah, Joker definitely had to make the list. I still love him. That brings us to number 3, and we're talking about the Batman on Batbike, of course, from XM Studios and inspired by the artwork of the incredible Sean Murphy. This thing is massive. You could see how big this piece is. I love this piece. I always will. I have the autograph right there, signed by Sean Murphy on the Batbike. It's got all the battle damage. Of course, it's got Batman, and I love the cape that comes forward and out into the collection. Makes it 3D looking. It's just very cool. There's so many neat elements to this. Massive base. But what makes this one so special for me is that I got to unbox this live with Dan from Wayne Manor, Rocket City, which will always be a great memory for me. That he flew to my hometown to help me unbox this and surprise all of the fellow collectors. But it's just an awesome piece. Again, this is the perfect spot for him. I also don't have to worry about hitting it on my head, which is great because he's up so high. But yeah, he's front and center in my collection right now. And number 3 on my list. Coming in at number 2 is the Batman on Tactical Throne. I don't have this one lit up currently because I'm still figuring out this display. But man, oh man, what an incredible statue from Prime 1 Studio. This one is just beyond epic. It, of course, has different versions. I think all of the versions look great, even the ones without the screens. Some people like that look. I'm really glad I did get the screens because it just makes it for me. And when I get it all wired in, I'm going to have the screens on, especially like when I do the videos and stuff. It's just a really large piece. Again, you can see just with my hand how big this piece really is. But I just think it's really fun. And a seated Batman might not be for everybody, but it really does capture that Gabriel Del Otto look, which I love his work. And I love what Prime 1 did with this one. And I love that, Alfred also, I also have Alfred. My stand just isn't big enough yet to put him, but he'll be back over here somewhere as I get this stand built. But I really love this piece a lot. And that's why he's number 2. And that then brings us to number 1. This is my shiny new thing, and maybe that's why it's number 1 on my list. But this piece, it has so much storytelling going on. I love that it's Batman versus Killer Croc. It's just so freaking amazing. It's massive. It has such a dynamic look with all of the the water and the sludge shining and not only glistening off of the base, but also just the way it's like got so much movement. You have the different croc heads, which again are all really great. I really like this one as well. It's just a very awesome piece. And I would love to see Prime 1 tackle more pieces like this, where it's these amazing large dioramas. But, it could be a toss-up between the Tactical Throne and this one any given day, just because they're both so well done. But this one's just so much more dynamic, and I love what they did with this one. So this is my number 1 right now. Again, there's so many other ones in my collection that I would love to have added to this list because there are so many great ones, Mr. Freeze, and of course, Batman Who Laughs. There's so many great ones. But to me, they don't top this one. And I don't know how very many will top this one, in my opinion, because it's just so well done. Absolutely love this piece, Batman versus Killer Croc. All right, guys, so there you have it. What do you think? What did you think of my list? Are you surprised that maybe some were left off the list, or maybe the order was a little bit different than you thought? And maybe the fact that my number 1 is my newest piece, maybe it's a little shiny new thing right now. Literally is shiny because of the wet factor, but it is such just an awesome statue, and it's so epic. And I'm just looking at it right over there, and it's just it wows me how cool it is. I absolutely love it. So anyway, that's why it's number 1. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what your favorite quarter scale statues are. Again, there's been so many great ones over the years. It's just fun to look at these amazing pieces of art and appreciate them for what they are. They bring us happiness and childhood memories in a lot of cases, but I definitely want to hear your thoughts. So anyway, thanks for checking out my top 10 video today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting the like button. And if you want to take it one step further and help support the channel even more, if you're a super fan, please consider hitting the join button down below for exclusive perks and other things that you get here on the channel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you're all doing great. Take a moment for yourself and your mental health, and I'll see you soon in the Batcave. Bye, everybody.
Hey guys, I have partnered up with Redwolf Collectibles, maker of incredible comic book display options, including this outstanding, heavy-duty, and well-made slab stand featuring an anti-slip pad and all the accessories needed to display your most prized slab comic books, just like this one here in my collection. And now they even have interchangeable 3D design plates that feature really strong magnets that let you easily swap out logos to match your comic books, slabs, or whatever superhero you want to feature in your display in an absolutely incredible way. And these are just some of the plates available for purchase from DC, Marvel, and much, much more. I mean, look at all of the options here. You can even have your own custom logo made. And they also offer magnetized comic book frames. You simply remove the front, place your comic book inside, and place the magnetized cover back on. It's that simple, yet looks absolutely amazing, and even features a built-in hook so you can display it on the wall. I mean, look how awesome this looks. Now, if you don't have a slab, you can also purchase their protective comic book cases, which feature high-quality metal corners and screws. And you can also pair this up with the display stands to give it that amazing slab look. Now, all of these are absolutely incredible, and make sure you use code STATUE at checkout for a discount at redwolfcollectibles.com. I'm so happy to be partnering with them because their products are absolutely amazing.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.